All right, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be going through one simple tip to get the most out of your squatting. And that tip is pulling the bar into your back, or we like to call it breaking the bar into your back. So a couple of the key benefits here are better tension and force transferability. And the second is just better positioning for your squat. So the first point, greater tension and greater force transferability. Basically, when we think about doing strength movements, we're putting force into the ground. And Newton's third law states that each reaction will have an equal and opposite reaction. So if we've got 200 kilos on our back and we have to put 200 kilos worth of force into the ground will then put 200 kilos of force back into our body. The tighter and stiffer that we are with our muscles and the more tension we can build, the greater that force transferability can be through our body back into the bar to help us lift that 200 kilos. So by pulling the bar down into our back, we're going to be stiffer and tighter. We're going to get more of the upper and mid back and the lats engaged to really tighten and stiffen that upper body up. The second point is better positioning. By pulling the bar down into our back, we're going to help maintain a little bit more thoracic extension and keeping the chest nice and high as we go through our squat. When we're squatting, we don't want to be folding over, and pulling the bar back into our back will help us maintain that position quite easily. So that's the second benefit, is holding a better position while we squat. So now that we understand the benefit of pulling the bar into our back and how it can help our squat, how do we go about doing this and executing it in our squat? We've got 3 simple steps to help us. First is set the stack. We need to exhale, set the stack, the rib cage over the pelvis. If you haven't watched some of our previous videos that we've put out in the last few weeks, highly recommend going and having a look at those, where Jamie B and myself talk about setting the stack, and you can look into that a little bit more. But first, we want to exhale and set the stack. This is rib cage over pelvis. Step 2, once we've set the stack and we're in an exhale position, we want to maintain this position and take a big breath in to get as much intra-abdominal pressure as possible. Once we have set this position, the third step is then pulling the bar into our back. And we want to squeeze our mid-back together, squeezing our shoulder blades together, and then pulling the bar down as hard as we can into our back. A key point to note is that you don't want to just do it at the start of the movement, but you want to actually be doing it the whole time you're squatting, all the way on the down phase and all the way on the up phase. Something that I've personally found that's helped me a lot is actually emphasizing the pulling the bar down into the back at the bottom of the hole. It really helps to solidify my position and get as much tension as I need to get me up out of the hole. So that's one simple tip that you can implement into your squat to almost get an instantly better squat. If you have a crack at this, please let us know how you go in the comments. And as always, like, subscribe, share. It helps us out more than you know. And as always, happy lifting.